what's up? It's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. And before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is going to be my March TBR. We're going to be playing my TBR game, TBR Franchise, which I play every single month. If you don't know what this is, it is my TBR game. It is a board game. I roll a die and move across the board, and it is inspired by different franchises, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Star Wars, and each space has a character name which corresponds to a prompt, and then I have to choose a book that fits the prompt. If you want to see more of these videos to kind of get the feel for them, then I will leave my wrap-up and TBR playlist down below in the description, and you can go through all of those. And I don't always stick to my TBR. In fact, usually I don't read all of the books. I try to. This is more of a hopefuls. And with that being said, I also want to mention I am participating in Realmathon this month. Hopefully these books that we get will work for that. But I am excited to get into our first roll, so let's just do that. Roll number 1. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We landed on Dumbledore, and that is TBR Veteran. Roll number 1 landed us on Dumbledore, and that is to read a TBR Veteran. So for this, I have decided to go with the actual oldest book on my TBR. I think I acquired this in January of 2023, and that's Darkfall by Dean Koontz. I have been putting this book off for that long, and I don't know why. I've enjoyed the Dean Koontz books I've read, and this one I hear is his best, but I just keep putting it off. I know nothing about what this is about. I'm assuming it's a horror, and that is really all I know. So this is going on our TBR. Roll 2. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We landed on Ron, and that is to read a book under 300 pages. Next, we landed on Ron, which is a book under 300 pages. And for this, I have decided to go with one that is technically 301 pages if you include the epilogue. But I think that's close enough, and if you don't include the epilogue, it's under 300. And I want to preface this by saying that if you choose not to read a certain author, that is your right. But I can separate the work from the artist, the art from the artist, and I have already paid for this book. I have purchased it with my money. I loved the rest of the series when I read it, and I am very much wanting to read this one because I enjoyed the other books, and I've already spent my money on this. And so if you don't agree with that, totally fine. I am saying that I do not agree with what this author has done, but I am still interested in reading this book. Anyways, that was a long thing to just preface this, and read what you want to read. And we are going to be putting on the TBR Heavy Crown by Sophie Lark. This is the 6th and final book in the... It's been so long since I talked about this series. What is this series? Brutal Birthright series? I think. It is the 6th and final book, and these are mafia romances. They are very light, dark romances, and I have no idea what this one is about. It's usually about rival families in the mafia, but other than that, I do not know. But it's going on our TBR for the month. Roll 3. 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We landed on Faramir, and that is a random color generator. Roll 3, we landed on Faramir, and this is a random color generator. I used one online, and I went through so many different colors, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna work. It's the one that's very specific, like with the exact shade it is, and I'm like, I don't have anything that fits these colors, so I ended up just using my spinner wheel that has a bunch of colors on it, and we landed on green. And for this, I've gone with Unloved by Peyton Curran, and this is the second book in the series. The first book is Unsteady, and I don't know if this series has another name, but this one is a lot of people's favorite in the series, and I am very excited. It is hockey romance, and it says, they would be so easy to love, but they both feel unlovable. That is so sad. And I hear this one's really emotional. I believe it has really good anxiety rep. And it says, oh, and it also has dyslexia, dyscalculia, and ADHD. And I'm very excited to read this one. Role number 4. 1. We landed on Gimli, and that is representation. Role number 4 landed us on Gimli, and that is a book with representation. For this, I decided to go with Dukes and Dukes by Tori Jean. This is a contemporary romance. I'm pretty sure it is inspired loosely by Pride and Prejudice. And I'm not a fan of Jane Austen's writing, but I'm very excited for this one. It says, can a professional hockey player reform his rakish ways for a winning shot at his best friend's guarded heart? So it says it is friends to lovers, brother's best friend, and it says it deals with grief, and also it depicts endometriosis. So it's got some representation. I've only heard one person talk about this, and that is Avery from Avery's Bookish Diary, and I am very excited to give this one a read. It sounds really good, really sweet and emotional, and I think it'll be a very fun time. Roll 5. 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We landed on Eowyn, and that is a book with a strong female main character. Roll 5, we landed on Eowyn, and this is a book with a strong FMC. For this, I've decided to go with A Pact of Blood by Eva Chase, book 2 in the Royal Sparrows series. I read book 1 in January, and I am obsessed with that book. It was 5 stars. It is like a god tier book for me. I loved it so much. And our main character is definitely a strong female main character. I am so excited to read this. This is a romantasy, and it is Why Choose. There was trials and competitions in the first one, and she is in the first one she finds out she is engaged, betrothed to this prince of this kingdom, and she gets there, and it turns out in order to actually be with him, she has to compete in these trials against other women, where if you do the worst in the trial, you die, they kill you, until there is only one person left. And that is what the first book was about, but she was falling for his adopted brothers, and I am very excited for book 2. The way book 1 ended off, the cliffhanger, the twist, I need book 2. This is definitely going on our TBR for the month. Our 6th and final roll. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We landed on the space I Love You, I Know, and that is a romance book. Our 6th and final roll, we landed on I Love You, I Know. That is to read a romance, and for this, I've gone with a dark romance that I have seen talked about so much. I cannot even count the number of times I've seen this recommended, especially on Book Talk, and I am so excited to get to it. That is The Ritual by Chantal Tessier. I love this cover. This book has been hyped and recommended so many times, and I think it is College Secret Society, and that is really all I know. And based on the cover, he might be masked. I'm not sure, but this sounds so good. It says she is to serve and obey him. He will protect and own her. I am so intrigued, and I've heard phenomenal reviews. This is going on our TBR. I'm so excited. Those are all the books going on our March TBR. Definitely very romance heavy, but I'm not mad about that. I am excited to get to these books, and if you made it this far, please let me know either one book on your March TBR, or if you've read any of these books, and if you don't feel like commenting any of that, you can leave a, how about the crown emoji? And before you guys go, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.